Trump abruptly ends all trade talks with Canada over digital tax dispute. In a dramatic move that has reignited tensions across North America, U.S. President Donald Trump has announced that the United States will immediately cut off all trade negotiations with Canada, accusing its northern neighbor of launching what he called a blatant attack on the American economy. This tough stance comes after Canada officially imposed a new 3% digital services tax that specifically targets major American tech giants like Amazon, Google, Meta, Uber, and Airbnb. Even more controversially, the tax applies retroactively from 2022, meaning those companies could owe up to $2 billion in back taxes. Trump's strong response. Posting on his own platform, Truth Social, Trump slammed Canada's decision as unfair and warned that the U.S. will hit back by placing new tariffs on Canadian products within a week if Ottawa doesn't back down. This is a direct and blatant attack on our country, Trump wrote. We won't just stand by while other countries exploit American innovation and take American jobs. Trump insisted the U.S. has major leverage over Canada, noting that Canada depends heavily on the U.S. market for exporting key goods like lumber, dairy, and cars. Why did Canada do this? From Canada's perspective, the new tax is long overdue. For years, huge U.S. tech companies have made billions in profit from Canadian users without paying much tax there. The new 3% levy aims to make these corporations contribute a fair share for doing business in Canada. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney responded to Trump's threats by saying his government will continue to protect Canadian interests but won't shut the door on negotiations. We're ready to talk, but we will not be bullied, Carney told reporters in Ottawa. Impact on financial markets. Trump's announcement immediately sent a jolt through global markets. Wall Street dipped briefly as investors feared a new trade fight, but recovered by the end of the day as traders assessed how serious the standoff might get. Economists warn that a fresh trade war between the U.S. and Canada could hit crucial industries, from agriculture to auto parts and even energy, at a time when both countries are trying to fight inflation and stabilize their economies. A familiar pattern. This latest clash is part of Trump's renewed America First trade agenda since returning to the White House. Earlier this year, his administration reinstated tariffs on Canadian and Mexican steel and aluminum, saying it was necessary to protect American manufacturing. Now, the fight has shifted to the booming digital sector, one of the biggest drivers of the U.S. economy. Companies like Google and Amazon have already warned that higher taxes could lead to increased costs for customers, from digital ads to streaming and ride shares. What happens next? So far, Canada is standing firm. Officials say they will keep the digital tax in place unless a broader international agreement is reached through the OECD, which has been working for years to set global rules for taxing tech giants. The U.S. argues that Canada broke its promise by acting alone before such a deal was final. If neither side backs down, North America could be heading for another trade showdown, just when businesses are still recovering from years of supply chain disruptions and economic uncertainty. Your thoughts? Do you think Trump's tough response will really protect American jobs and companies, or could it end up hurting small businesses and everyday consumers? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on global trade, tech, and politics.